I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had the gate and mine had instigating, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard dad say I love you with mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to. Not what I'm used to. You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off. I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn, I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
Hit that like button.
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave.
What up, fam? How we doing? How we doing? Huh? How we doing, fam?
They never say my name, but they echo my cadence. Watching from the bleachers while I'm penning impatience. Algorithm couldn't box me, dog. I've been innovation. I've been adjacent to the gate, but they fenced in their favor. Silence loud as the sirens when you inching in range. Funny how they never flinch until you shift in the game.
Sick
but
boy.
I don't beg for the table, dog. I'm building the frame.
Me and you
I'm
again.
carving out a seat while they whisper my name. Low tones from high views, they disguise their intentions. Shake hands with tight jaws, fake smiles and dimensions. They don't dish you with a verse, they dismiss you with omissions. Too afraid to grab the mic and speak the truth. Nobody listen. I don't chase cosigns, never pander for placement. I'm God pen, God breath, dog, carved in foundation. And when the real get revealed, all the frauds look ancient. So I keep my grace heavy while my flaws still sacred. They be moving like a unit with a hive mind bluff, but I'm immune to the buzz. I survived that stuff. No alliance with the lions that define that rough. I'm the quiet in the riot, cause in God I trust. They try to blackball a light that they can't dim. I'm the storm they ignored till I danced in the wind. And now I'm roaming through the metrics where the access ends. And the fans, they relate. I don't act, I've been broke, I've been up, I've been rent day late. I've been boxed out of rooms by a clickbait gate. But my circle never shrank, it just got reshaped. So now it's God, fam, and work, and I don't need more plates. I don't know.
Yeah. Starting us off early. Token and Ren. Yeah, I'm trying to get that link right now. Thank you, sick boy. Here we go. What up, Jorge? I'm starting us off with Ren and Token. Shout out to all the independent artists out there grinding. I'm starting off with Ren and Token today, y'all. Hope that's okay with y'all. We'll wait for the rest to pull up, but we're gonna get started. They pull up late. We're gonna get started though. Let's get it. Make sure you hit that like button. 7 in the chat. Only 4 likes. Hit that like button. All right. Let's give this one an intro because it deserves one. Welcome back to another episode of Goat-Worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on goats on this channel. And today we're dealing with the unicorn who is Ren, but also we're going to be dealing with Token today. So this is Token's song, so Token's the focus, featuring Ren. But you know how Ren do, man. He do a feature, he gonna be on half the song. he gonna be he can't just give you a verse. You know what I'm saying? Ren gonna give you a verse, a hook, a bridge. So shout out to Ren for blessing Token with that, man, because he's been doing good lately, man. Token's been getting a lot of good reviews. Shout out to Token. He's getting a little more recognition than usual, and I can tell he's really excited about it. Watching him on Instagram and stuff, so I'm happy for him, man. He's super excited about it, and you know what? He's an independent artist, and that's what we got to be pushing and supporting on these platforms, man. Independent artists. Y'all already know the UMG grind is going crazy right now. People getting shot. I got another warning strike the other day. We'll see what happens with that. Every day is something new. Every day is something new. But I can't let it really get to me. You know what I'm saying? It got to me the first couple of days. I had to take a break off of YouTube. But now it's like, you know what? Nah. This is the time where we go harder than ever, and we just keep pushing independent artists. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, as creators, we're gonna make less, but at the same time, through time, in time, we all gonna be like all reactors gonna be doing independent artists, which means what? The value of the independent artist music is gonna go up. So let's just keep pushing. Let's keep people like Token. He got a form on his. I gotta check his form out on his Instagram. But he's got a form on his Instagram stating how you can have full monetization. So I'm gonna check that out once I'm done, because I'm posting this one, and so I did the reaction to the regular one, and I'm about to do the video now. So I'm just gonna do like a double reaction, put them both out. You know what I'm saying? Put them both out in one video. But let's get it though. We got Token and Ren with "What Does Your Love Look Like?" Yeah.
You want to come put your sauces on it?
Now I gotta do this reaction real quick. I'll come out there. Hold on, yo.
You're welcome.
Excuse me.
I'm closing this.
What up, fam? Get y'all donos in. Get y'all donos in. I didn't know this food was gonna be ready that fast. I gotta chow this down real quick first. What up, Shay?
They never say my name, but they echo my cadence. Watching from the bleachers while I'm penning impatience. Algorithm couldn't box me, dog. I've been innovation. I've been adjacent to the gate, but they fenced in they favor. Silence loud as the sirens when you inching in range. Funny how they never flinch until you shift in the game. But I don't beg for the table, dog. I'm building the frame. And now I'm carving out a seat while they whisper my name. Low tones from high views, they disguise their intentions. Shake hands with tight jaws, fake smiles and dimensions. They don't dish you with a verse, they dismiss you with omissions. Too afraid to grab the mic and speak the truth. Nobody listen. I don't chase cosigns, never pander for placement. I'm God pen, God breath, dog, carved in foundation. And when the real get revealed, all the frauds look ancient. So I keep my grace heavy while my flaws still sacred. They be moving like a unit with a hive mind bluff, but I'm immune to the buzz. I survived that stuff. No alliance with the lions that define that rough. I'm the quiet and the riot, cause in God I trust. They try to blackball a light that they can't dim. I'm the storm they ignored till I danced in the wind. And now I'm roaming through the metrics where the access ends. And the fans they relate. I don't act, I've been broke, I've been up, I've been rent day late. I've been boxed out of rooms by a clickbait gate. But my circle never shrank, it just got reshaped. So now it's God, famine, work, and I don't need more plates. I don't knock another hustle, I just study the floor. I seen reactors turn puppets when the numbers got tall. I seen snakes play shepherd, then they crumble in awe. And when the sheep don't follow hype, you know a goat is involved. So keep your chat, I ain't kneeling for a path in your lane. I'd rather climb with the ones that never asked for the fame. Let them cook up their collabs in that echo chain flame. I'd rather ghost write scriptures in a cipher for change. Cause I came from the concrete where the reverence lacked. Where the youth wear they trauma like a Letterman patch. Where the big homie with a letter straight in the track. Where the real big homie put the map in my hands. Now they saying I'm a threat cause my stock won't plummet. They ignore till I'm at doors they thought I couldn't summit. Can't erase what is called, can't cancel what's coming. Cause I ain't never in the race, I'm the path they running. Let the whispers keep whispering, I'm loud in my lane. Let the critics keep clicking, I'm profound in my pain. Let the gatekeepers gather, I surround them in flames. This is Boston baptism now, drowning the name.
What? 1 minute. 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 1 min
All right, let's do it. Ren Token. What does your love look like? Put the boxes of Frosted Flakes down. You talking to me? Corey, you from Brooklyn? That's why you can't cook. Don't even start, Shane. Best food is in New York. Quite literally, the best food is in New York. Quite literally. Lisa from AL, what's up?
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? 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 As much as I do wanna love you, I feel like we're speaking two different languages. Your house had a gate and mine had instigated, so that's the environment we feel safer in. You thought it was crazy how long that it took me to tell you I love you, like that was the weirdest. I only heard Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to. You always choose to. You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to.
Not what I'm used to.
You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off.
Taking the load off.
I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best.
I like how the video is like kind of like somewhat blurry, kind of giving you that like that reminiscent feel, like looking back, thinking back. You know what I'm saying? Because right here it's not blurry, but then whenever he's showing an image of the past, it's kind of blurry. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I think Eminem did that on the Cleaning Out My Closet when he's like reverting back to when he was young, and when his mom was like, he tried to give her like the Mother's Day card, and she like, I think she ripped it or just threw it at him. But I think there was like a blurry effect there. I could be wrong, but I like that he did that for the video.
Dad say I love you with Mom in the room when he went back to singing his lyrics. So how could you blame me, cause you always choose to.
You always choose to.
You wanna know where I be at all the time, but that's not what I'm used to.
Not what I'm used to.
You knew where your dad was at work or he's home when he's taking the load off.
Taking the load off.
I didn't know where until 1:24 the day I got that phone call. And I let the phone drop. I'm trying to be my best to be a gentleman. I'm trying to learn. I never had the chance. I still look to my manager, but he gon' teach me how to be a rapper before a good man. I grew up afraid to find a letter on mama's dresser telling us goodbye. I'm used to it all, so you don't gotta hold back and cry. But I gotta tell you why
I'm not right for you, but I'm just what I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? I like the side of Token, man. A little more like, I mean, he's not being too melodic, but I do like the fact that he's showing a different side to him. And it's cool for me because I'm super new to Token. So the only Token I knew is like, yo, dissing everybody, trying to get somebody to battle him. Nobody wants smoke with him. You know what I'm saying? That real like YouTube rapper presence. And I don't mean that in an insulting way. I mean that in like he be grinding on YouTube. Like he's been grinding for a long time. And it's kind of weird, right? Because he's been grinding for so long. I've always heard about Token, right? Never really gave him a fair shot. But even without even listening to his music, I always felt like he was underappreciated, or he felt underappreciated, right? And it kind of feels like he's finally getting his recognition, which is kind of nuts, right? Because he's been grinding for so many years, right? He has to been grinding for like more than 7 years, right? Almost 10 years probably he's been rapping, right? He looked young, but he's probably you know, early 30s, so he's probably, or late 20s, so he's probably, you know, he's been rapping since like his early 20s. I mean, look at Ren. Ren looks young as hell. Oh, Ren got red hair right now? What's going on right now with Ren's hair? Ren can do whatever you want. But it's kind of cool, man. I appreciate the fact that they came together. And I know he understands that Ren is a good look, you know, to have on a record. But at the same time, Ren is a good dude, you know what I'm saying? So Ren's not just going to bring his talent to the record. Ren is bringing authenticity to the record, and I don't mean like Ren. I'm talking about like Ren's bringing what he's bringing to the record is his talent, his voice, his raps, his bars, and all that. But also he's bringing more. What do you call that? He's kind of like, I don't want to say stamping, right? Because I'm not trying to say he's sunning Token, but he's giving Token even more validity and like just letting his people know like, this dude's a real dude, you know what I'm saying? That's what Ren's saying to Token, because look what kind of record they made together. They made like a thought-provoking record, you know, talking about personal things, personal relationships. Like Ren doing that is saying, I'm down with this dude on a personal level. You feel me? Because he's a good dude. So it's not just about the music. It's about what Ren's bringing, the feel he's bringing to the song, and what he's saying about Token just by being on this record, right? And I feel like that helps Token as well. It makes Renegades or Ren fans feel like, oh, this dude, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like with Chris Webby, like yeah, like he has that effect on artists, and I don't mean that in like he's the big mega artist. No, I just mean like he brings validity to artists and the music. Ren's just that dude, man. Like he's just that dude. Like, and I think everybody just needs to understand that. Like he's that dude. And if you get him on a record, it's a blessing, man. It's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. But I like Token, man. I really do. I like him way more than I thought I did. I thought he was just like a YouTube rapper who just be trying to start beef. But like, nah, he's competitive about the sport. He loves the sport. He grew up really loving the culture. And this is a cool side to see of him. You know what I'm saying? I like the side. Well, let's get it.
You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm not right for you, but I won't get up and leave. Cause I hate the pain that has colored my veins, that is present in solitary. What does your love look like? Does it look black and white? Is it your kryptonite? Do all your demons get louder at night and the voices get softened when we're intertwined? I've been going to therapy lately, cause the cause and effect made me hate the way that I feel when the loving gets real. Cause I just wanna run and escape the pressure that paints me. Pressure of safety, pressures of promises that turn to maybes. Pressure of bravely moving in the same direction. The pressure been driving me crazy. My therapist said that these wounds that I kept were created when I was a kid. And just like that, all my thoughts raced back to a Welsh town, 96. My mother was crying, my father was screaming.
Yeah, see how personal they getting with each other? I mean, I feel like when you do a record with somebody, right? You do a record with another artist. Let's say let's say this song was only about rap and just being skillful and just, you know, displaying your talent. That doesn't prove or show that these two artists are synced on a personal level or they got real respect for each other. It just means like, yo, he's nice. He asked me for a feature. He paid up, and I pulled up and spit a verse. That's not what's happening here. What's happening here is these two dudes are sitting on the top of a stair somewhere in somebody's house. And they posted this picture with, is this Token's house? Because they posted a picture with him, Token, and Chris Webby. They all posted a picture together on Instagram, so this might be one of their cribs. But, yeah, like them getting together doing a record like this, it just proves that. And what kind of scene is that? They're both sitting Indian style, hands on knees. Like, you know what that means? That means they really talking. Like they was really building with each other. Like obviously it's for the video, but I'm just saying like to even pick a scene like that. My man's on the guitar leaning against the wall, singing, and my other man's over here talking about the struggles of what he witnessed with his parents and mother leaving him, like all this crazy stuff, right? And witnessing his father going off. You know what I'm saying? And talking about the personal levels of when it comes to that, how that affects his behavior in his own personal relationships, right? That domino effect, like that we can't avoid, right? We become our parents at some point until we not, and we break out of it. But, yeah, I just think that the scene of them sitting down, it says a lot. It says a lot about their relationship, actually. And it says a lot about the respect they have for each other. And they're not just rapping about a song of, like, just to rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah. Ren is fresh off the fire in the booth, and this is where he goes. What does your love look like? What does your love look like? Like that's where his mind's at. Like that's gangster, man. I like that. I like that a lot. I like knowing that two artists really actually rock with each other. You know what I'm saying? And they both seem like solid dudes. And listen, the independent grind is up right now, and we got to push these dudes. And you know what? They're helping us out too, man. They're letting us get full monetization. They doing us a favor. You know, they're mega. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Let's get rocking.
And shouting, denying the sin of deceiving and cheating and lying. The weeds are uprooted, the garden is dying, but still she forgives. This cycle repeats, every night I try to sleep, hearing the screams through concrete, mothering peace, a vision of love, a lesson that fused with the cells in my blood, a lesson that taught me that love ain't enough, and that love can be porcelain when times get tough. Flash forward 5 years later, sitting in the passenger seat of my dad's car with my maker. My dad looked shaken, turned to face him, the words that he spoke cutthroat like razor. He said, Ren, sometimes love can be complicated, navigating a world that we co-created, and I've made mistakes, but I will love you daily. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit.
You know what's crazy? He hinted at some of this stuff in the what's that song? What's the song he did? Hey, chat, what's that song he did about money recently? I think he just did it like either the top of this year or the end of last year. Not Money Game, obviously, but something about money. I forget what it's called. But it was a hard record, and he talked about his personal life, talked about his baby sister, you know what I'm saying? He focused mainly on his sister, but he did talk about his parents and the how he appreciated life and, you know, growing up. They didn't have much, but they had each other, and they were rich with love. They were rich. They were enriched with the bonding of family. Like, so it's kind of interesting because now he's taking a different turn and he's showing us a little more. He's bringing us closer into that window that he kind of monetized. Thank you, Kia Mifree. Like, he's bringing us closer into that window of, you know, what he showed us on Money Ties. He just went a little further here, and I like that. I like that just because every time we go further with the personal content, the more I feel more, like I'm saying, the more I feel connected to the artist and the music. It just becomes different. It becomes something of listening to music compared to having an experience. That's what it turns into, especially people like Ren and Token. Like, they turn listening to music into experiences that help you remember exactly when you were when you first had these thoughts or first heard that song or whatever. Like, you got to create an experience for the listener in order for them to have like that real connection. It's not just about like, oh, bars, oh, beat is fire, oh, cadence. It ain't all about the skill and what the craft is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's about the experience behind the personal bars. Like, that's what it really be about. For me, anyways, I put that first, and then I like to look at the skill.
I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be. And just like that, it's just me, my mum and my sis. The stress left mum disabled for a bit. I grew up fast then, cause I gotta be a new ran. Strong for my sis and my mum at a loose end. Confused but moving through the confusion. My born new love feels fake like what does your love look like? Does it tear your inside? Does it keep you up at night? My brother. Does it make you feel like a fist in your windpipe? Suffocate the feeling of what love's meant to feel like. Navigating you, but I'm still not quite right. One night stand, make the pain stop one night. One more heart to the blade of my cold night. What does your love look like?
Oh, Token got another verse, right? Yeah. Let's go. Look at this dude's face. It's funny because like he has this face expression on a lot of his videos, whether it's on his thumbnail or whether it's like just an expression that he has quite often in his videos. And it's not just his face. Like, that's an expression that he's showing right there. Right here, this cover right here. He did it on another couple songs, and what I'm noticing is that this is like the look of somebody who's been on the independent ground for so long that it ages you. And I'm not even saying he looks older; he just looks stressed. You know what I'm saying? He looks tired, and he looks personally drained. Why? Because he's doing everything the major artist is doing, right? Working. Most of it is on his shoulders, but don't forget, these people are still going through the daily struggles that major artists go through, right? As far as like personal life. And then don't forget, in conjunction with what the average person, you and I, go through, they still deal with these things. They don't escape anything. When you get a little money, you get a little fame, all you've done is added more problems to your life. You feel me? More problems and more tools, but not more solutions. Because sometimes we don't know how to use the tools to solve these problems. So even though we get the money, and not we, but even though they get the money and they get the fame, they got more eyes on them, which means there's more people in your business. I mean, there's more people to be jealous of you or more people to love you. It really depends how it can balance out. But at the same time, you're adding more problems to your life. That's all you're doing. You're also adding more tools to fix those problems. But the problem is, because these are like first thing for us, these are first experiences when it comes to these, you know, fame and whatever, paparazzi, or just people just talking about you daily, you know what I'm saying, negative about you. We don't really know how to utilize those tools. Well, they don't know how to utilize those tools to, you know, to come to a solution on how to deal with these things. You know what I'm saying? They just don't know because, you know, they haven't been there before. They've been on the bottom. They come from where we're from. You know what I'm saying? They're going up right now. You feel me? They didn't start at the top, came down, came back up. No, they started at the bottom just like us. And, you know, it's not easy to deal with these things. It's really not. So that's why there's sympathy to be had for, you know, even celebrities or whatever. Like, if you want to consider these guys celebrities, like rappers or whatever. People like to act like these people aren't normal people. It's like, oh, I don't have sympathy for them. They got money. It's like, wow, that's a hell of a shallow thing to say, man. Because I got problems right now that I know money can't change. You know what I mean? So, and can you imagine being one of these guys who have more problems? Obviously, they have the money can buy the tools to fix the solution for sure. But if you don't know how to do it, what's it good? What's it good? It's not good for anything. But anyways, I just wanted to point out this look that he's doing right here because it's a common look he shows, and I think it's just that independent grind look. It's that look of like, man, I've been grinding for a long time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been grinding for a long time. And then just to couple that with the song, What Does Your Love Look Like? This is what his love looked like. You know what I'm saying? This is what his love looked like. That's the same face he made when he was staring at his father from behind that little wall, whatever, when he was arguing with the mom and stuff, right? Because mom up and left, he found the letter. This is the same. He's consistent with the look because he's consistent with the lyrics and the experience. He hasn't slacked a bit, you feel me? So, man, it's fire though. It's fire though. Let's keep it rocking. Shout out to all the donuts coming in. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna be rocking for like another hour, so we're just gonna be. I'm not gonna be communicating too much with the live. We're just gonna be knocking out these reactions.
You realize how hard that I work and you told me you feel for me. If I lost all my motivation tomorrow, would you still love me? It's easy to love when I'm up, when I'm down and you leaving. You can't even give me an answer cause you never seen it, and that's why it's hard to believe it. If you needed help but I'm too far away, is it over for you? Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even though I still could be the soul for you.
Look.
Maybe we are meant to.
I can't move away from it because, man, shout out to Token, bro. Congratulations to Token, man. Congratulations to Token, man. The thing is, I see the stress on him. You know what I'm saying? I see the stress and I see the hunger for more. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he's finally getting that look. And no matter how long this look lasts, he's reached it, he's experienced it, he's tasted it, and now he knows what it's like to taste it. So even when he's down again or things get cold, he knows what he needs to do to get back up there, right? And God forbid he never does, at least he reached it, right? He reached that, you know, he had 1 million subs, I think. That's cool, man. These cool things to be proud of. It really is. It really is. But yeah, I just want to talk about the look again.
Our ways it over for you. Maybe I'm just not the person for you, even
like that.
But no, I still could be this.
With that, it's intentional. It's intentional.
For you. Right. Maybe we are meant to be together, but our history got in the way. Your trust issues, my fear issues, too many issues at play. You yell fast, I get quiet. You wanna see more passion. I've seen what real yelling can lead to. So no.
Shackled by your past, because of all the trauma you experienced growing up watching your parents, and he's literally talking to his girl though, and it's like he can't help but revert back to his past trauma, which was growing up watching his dysfunctional parents, right? Probably a failing marriage, right? And like he don't know how to deal. He's got the money, he's got the tools, he doesn't know how to actually solve. He don't know how to use the tools to solve this. And that's what his whole struggle is actually. Both of them. But Token's getting so more descriptive. He has 2 verses, but you know what I mean? Like, he doesn't know how to actually fix them. But one thing he has done throughout this whole song has shown accountability and acknowledgement. He's acknowledging the issues, and then he's taking accountability for the fact that what he dealt. And that's not an excuse to say, hey, man, I went through this, blah, blah, or my parents, this and that. It's a real thing. It's not an excuse. It's what made you. You know what I'm saying? But you got to come out on the other side of this better. You got to come on the other side of this with a choice. Because at the end of the day, yes, we can be a product of our environment for only so long. Until some point, you got to make your own choice. And you got to stop blaming your parents. You got to stop blaming even your environment. At some point, you got to make decisions based on what's best for you and whatever the future may hold. And if someone else is involved, a partner, a girlfriend, a fiance, a wife, if someone else is involved, you really got to focus on these decisions you're making, because every decision you make changes the trajectory of the person you're with. It's insane, bro. They could be so locked in until their goal. Your wife, your fiance, your husband, your boyfriend, they could be so locked in into what they need to do. They're on point. They're making all the right decisions. Meanwhile, you're making decisions, wrong decisions, that are holding them back. No matter how good they do, no matter how strong they are, as long as they're under that spell of love and they love you, they're gonna change their mind from time to time. They're gonna make bad decisions because they chose you. And once they choose you, they're choosing you and all your trauma. They're choosing you and all your bad decisions. They're choosing you and all your baggage, right? So just have consideration for a partner. If you're with a partner and you know they're just better than you at life, right? Because you're struggling and they're killing life, like they're on it, right? And you're lucky to have them in your life. Be considerate for the fact that they're making better decisions than you and they're still deciding to stick around. Be considerate of it. Just simply being considerate will help you make better decisions and stop making excuses.
No, I don't have it. I grew up afraid to see holes in the wall in a room that was locked from inside. I promise I'm used to it all. You don't gotta ever hold back and cry, but I gotta tell you why I'm not right for you, but I'm just where I should be. You try to change me, I try to change you. We never change, do we? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like? What does your love look like?
I'm Not Supposed to Be Here. That's the name of the album. Fire, dog. Fire, man. That's that, like I spoke on another record of his, that's the survivor's remorse. That's where the title even came from. He has survivor's remorse for surviving the environment he came from, for those who helped him get to a certain plateau, right? So for those who helped him, understand maybe the culture better, just growing up around black folk, whatever the case may be, right? But he made better decisions as he got older, as he moved into the game, as he played with life, he made better choices. And sometimes we look back and we feel guilty for making better choices, for being smarter, if we're just gonna call it for what it is, right? And not being able to go back and help. Not because you can't afford it financially, but because you can't afford it emotionally or mentally, or you can't afford it because your wife can't afford it. Your family can't afford you going back over there trying to fix things that when you got problems right here. Fix these problems first. Make sure you're on 10 toes squared before you go out trying to pick somebody else up, because you're no good out there in the battlefield. If you handicap, like you gotta fix what you got going on. But fire though, man. Shout out to Token. Shout out to Ren, of course. Ren blessing him with that beautiful feature. I'm glad Token did 2 verses so that, because Ren is a megastar, bro. Ren's a megastar, and it's easy to get outshined by who Ren is, right? Because Ren doesn't just bring talent, he brings persona, bro. And he brings life, and he brings experiences, and he takes the light. And he capitalized it, and he's not shy about it. When he pulls up for a song, he's going to do his absolute best. And guess what? It might be better than your best. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that, and I'm not saying he did better than Token, I'm just saying, so the fact that Token put 2 verses on here, I think he gave us the first impression, which was dope, and he also left us with the last impression, which is also dope. And credit to Token, success to him. I hope he keeps growing, man. I hope he sees bigger heights than this. I hope this is only the beginning for him. And shout out to Ren. I know he's got a bunch of music coming up, and he's gonna have music for another year or so in his videos. And listen, we're gonna be back on that Ren train soon. We're gonna be back on that Ren train. But for now, man, we gotta show out. We gotta show love to all the other independent artists, man. So, anyways, we out. All right, family. What we got next? Shout out to all the donors coming in. Appreciate you, of course. Let's see. I'm not right for me. Shout out to Samantha Greenfield. Shout out to Sick Boy Renegade, of course. Sick Boy, who you got today? First, we got okay. Fulton, close to the edge. Is this Oh, here we go with Heroes. Shout out to Samantha. We're gonna start off with Tom, because I know we can get through that with no problem. I mean, no problem, like with no problems of copywriting. Not right for me. We're going to be live again tomorrow, guys. So if you want to keep putting in requests, we're going to be going live again tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a longer live. It's going to be about 4 hours. Today's a short live, but I don't know. I had this itch. I was going to not go live again today, and I was just like, you know what? Nah. I go to work in a better mood after going live, to be honest with y'all. Y'all put me in a better mood. And I know that sounds selfish, like I'm going live so that you guys can put me in a better mood, but I try to at least do my best with the reactions and stuff like that to return the favor, hopefully put you guys in a better mood as well. But all right, we got Tom McDonald up next with Heroes. Yeah, I wanted to hear this one the other day, but we pulled back and we switched it for another song. So now I'm glad we spun the block on it. Shout out to Samantha Greenfield, of course. Superman. I'm just looking at the other songs. I need to hear those. All right, let's get it, man. Freaking love time, dog. bro, going from the independent grind is so dope because we just keep going from like dope artists to dope artists to dope artists. And it's like there's so many like dope artists in the independent world, right? As far as like in the mainstream, there's so many trash artists in the mainstream, like who are promoting garbage. And the funny thing is, the independent artists are promoting love. They're promoting, they're promoting God. They're promoting, mindful political opinions, stuff that aren't extreme. You feel me? Like they're promoting a lot of good content. You know what I'm saying? A lot of good content. But let's get it though. All right. Let's give this an intro because it's my boy Tom. Oh, I don't see the chat. Let me pull the chat up. Okay, there you go. Now where to be. All right, let's get it. As a veteran, I love Tom's heart in this song. Nice. Gives me a little hint. Yo! What up, James? Hog fam in the house, you already know. Courtney, I'm sorry, Courtney, I didn't see you earlier. April Bryant, let me Shay, what up, girl? Samantha Greenfield, of course. Sick boy, James, I didn't see y'all earlier. My bad. Key Me Free, of course. LC, Boricua, what up, my Puerto Rican sister? New York in the chat. Shout out to my boy Jorge. Found out he was from New York today. Brooklyn. That's what's up. End of July, beginning of August for the one live. Yes, Shay, you can tell them in the chat while I'm doing this live. School them on what we got planned. Shay has a wonderful idea, guys. She'll if you want, Shay, you could copy and paste the one from our chat, from our conversation, and post it here, or you could just re-explain it for them. But guys, check out what Shay got going on. Me and Shay gonna be doing something really awesome for the live. She came up with a cool idea, and I'm just open to you guys just hitting me up on Instagram if you got cool ideas, things you want to do for lives. Courtney hit me up with a cool idea. She said she wants to go live with all the mods. That's awesome. Shay has something similar, but with something real cool to give out free reactions, and she's gonna pay for people's reactions. Like she got a cool idea going on. So Shay, if you don't mind getting in the chat, or maybe I don't know, if you want to, because I know it's a lot to type, but it's a really cool idea, and I like it. I'm for it. So that's coming at the end of July, early August, whenever me and Shay can figure that out. But yeah, anybody has any cool ideas, we can collab. I'll bring you up on the live. It doesn't have to be just a mod. It could be anybody. You guys just let me know if it's a cool idea and I'm with it. I'll make time for it. Oh, that's a long conversation. I know, but if you can give them like a rundown of it. But let's get it though. Welcome back to another episode of GOAT-worthy Reactions, where we mainly like to focus on the GOATs on this. You know we're dealing with a GOAT right now. Shout out to my boy Tom MacDonald. This is going to be Heroes today. I'm live with the chat right now. Let's not waste no more time. I got to go to work later. So let's get straight into this one. Let's not waste no more time. And I'm going to take my time with the reaction, but let's not waste no time talking. Let's get it.
There's too many songs about diamond teeth and gold chains. Too many rappers who still glorify gangs. There's way too many rhymes about codeine and women we'd like to bang. I just wanted to make a song to say thanks. Thank you to the cops who really trying to make the world a better place.
Facts.
Risking their lives to keep a man they never even met safe. They ain't trying to kill your kids or lock their father away. They got families who need food on their plates.
People forget, bro. Like, yo, all this defund the police, all this bullcrap people be talking about. Like, dog, cops don't make that much money, number one, right? The average cop don't make that much money, bro. He's coming in making 40-something grand a year. Like, dog, man don't know you. So for 40 grand a year, he has to sacrifice his life for you. Walking up, the most scary thing you could do is get a domestic violence call. Trust me when I tell you, I have personal experience in this freaking field without saying too much. But listen, it's not a game, bro. People out there's, you know how many good cops there are out there? Defund the whole police because of some bad cops, when there's hella mad good cops out there doing the right thing. And not only that, sacrificing their lives for you. Like, it ain't just about what's going on in the black community or what's going on in the streets and the cops are killing armed black men. It ain't just about that. Don't forget about all the domestic violence calls they get. Don't forget about all the, children. Listen, I don't even want to get into it, but how many children, somebody look up how many children make police calls every year in the United States for either being attacked by an adult or experiencing some, like children save lives all the time by making police calls. I'm talking like 4 years old, 3 years old, like calling 911, giving addresses and all that. Like you think it's all about race. Defund the police because cops are racist. Like, that's your stance? That's your stance? You're dumb. You're dumb. And this is why I get so emotionally ticked off about this kind of stuff, man. I can't help it. It gets under my skin because you're just making excuses. You're a bum. Go do something with your life and go back to the hood you came from and go make a difference then. Instead of crying every day and putting out false ideologies and false narratives just to fit your own basic, very skewed narrative of life. Because you failed. So because you failed and because your mama failed and because your daddy walked out on you and because all this 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, man, there's kids in college with the best grades in America who ain't had no daddy, who came from poverty and all that mess. I grew up like that. And I somehow found a way to be successful. I somehow living in a house with two dudes who were my biggest role models, who I looked up to the most. One was a drug dealer, the other one was a gangbanger. My house was getting shot up with my mama in it because my brother was into some wild activity, right? I was into some stupid activity. My other brother was selling dope. They both locked up. Somehow, I still made decisions to not make those decisions, somehow. But you got excuses, right? Ooh, boy, let me tell you, man, that Black Republican song coming out soon. July is going to be a crazy month for GoWorthy. I'm telling y'all. Pay attention. Pay close attention to what's going on out here. Before I'm monologuing right now. My bad. My bad, chat. We back. Time, heroes. Run it back.
There's too many songs about diamond teeth and gold chains. Too many rappers who still glorify gangs. There's way too many rhymes about codeine and women we'd like to bang. I just wanted to make a song to say thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you to the cops who really trying to make the world a better place.
Facts.
Risking their lives to keep a man they never even met safe. They ain't trying to kill your kids or lock their father away. They got families who need food on their plates.
Yo, they got families too. It's not, and you know what? They're not just risking their lives. They're risking the fact that they're going into these black. Hold on, they're going into these black communities, right? I'm speaking specifically to my peoples, right? Just because I don't like speaking on what's going on in the hillbilly community, rednecks, and and all those stereotypes, right? I'm talking about my stereotypes, right? Like I don't know what's going on over there. I don't know what's going on in in the poor white neighborhoods or the trailer parks or whatever the case may be, right? I know similar stuff that's going on in the projects is what's going on over there, right? Family destruction, that's what's happening. We know that drugs, that's what's happening, right? They both dealing with drugs. Drugs are both destroying both communities. You got gangs over here, and you got freaking, what meth heads or whatever the case may be, whatever the choice of drugs is, right? These stereotypes are not just because somebody felt like being racist and made these up. No, these stereotypes are based off real life experiences because we do fit these stereotypes from time to time, you feel me? But anyways, my point is that the boy is making $40,000 a year as a cop, and he's gonna go. He got a domestic violence call. Buddy might. Those are the most dangerous calls, I'm telling you right now. But he's pulling up to the crib to go save homegirl from getting her ass beat, right? Excuse my language. And he making $40,000, and he got his wife pregnant at home. He's 20 years old with a pregnant wife at home. Forget about sacrificing his own life. He's about to turn his kid into one of their kids, one of these fatherless kids. That's the risk he takes every time. And he has to take that risk every single day. Meanwhile, the average person drives to work hoping not to get hit by a bus, hope not to get into a bad accident, hope to not go to Walmart and somebody don't shoot up the Walmart, hope to go to the movie theater. Those things can happen. They're just slim, though. They're slim. This dude is that cop is putting himself in harm's way every freaking day. Every day. To make more money, he works overtime to put his life in more risk. Pregnant wife at home.
And thank you to the firefighters. Whenever I hear sirens, I pray.
Those are the real heroes, firefighters, and they don't get enough shout out. They don't get enough love because ain't nobody more crazy than them.
I've been hearing that they think my political music is boring. Cops who really trying to make the world a better place wanted to make a song.
Yo, what's up with that random? What just happened just now? I'm not even sure how. I think I pressed the next button or something. But anyway, let's keep it going. Yeah, nobody shows firefighters enough respect. There's a lot of firefighters out here working for free, running into burning buildings. I mean, listen, I run into a burning. I'm not gonna front. I would run into a burning building to save somebody. Like I am that kind of person, man. I would just pray that God's gonna protect me as I go in there. But I would run into a burning building to save somebody. I'm not gonna lie. But there's no way I could live with myself knowing I could have done something. But they do it every day, though. Don't know if I could do it every day.
Song to say thanks. Thank you to the cops who really trying to make the world a better place, risking their lives to keep a man they never even met safe. They ain't trying to kill your kids or lock their father away. They got families who need food on their plates. And thank you to the firefighters. Whenever I hear sirens, I pray. It takes a special kind of man to run toward all the flames. When we see smoke and we need help, the fire can't be contained. They running in while everybody runs away. And thank you to the soldiers fighting for us, flying way overseas. Ain't never met you, but I love you cause you're dying for me. I'm enjoying my freedom and I know freedom ain't free. When the anthem plays, I don't take a knee.
Woo! When that anthem plays, I don't take a knee. No cap. For Nick. Yo, I used to defend Colin Kaepernick, bro. Not defend him because I never really agree with him, right? I never agree with taking a knee or nothing like that. I just agree with him, you know, exercising his freedom, which I still don't disagree, right? He could do whatever he wants. I don't care. But I used to try to like cut him slack, and then he's failed me many times after that. But so now every time I hear somebody take a shot at him, I just be like, hey, that's what your ass get. Cause you fake as hell, boy. You fake as hell. You might have fooled some of the community, but you ain't fooled me, boy. You hear me? You ain't fooled me. You definitely ain't fooled me. You had me for a little bit because I have empathy, bro. I empathize with your situation, and not even with your situation, but what you were standing for. I empathize with that, and I still empathize with that, right? Police brutality is a real thing. We do know that, but everybody get brutalized. Every race get brutalized. But anyways, let's not get into that. That's not what that's about. But yeah, I like what Tom just said right there and there. And the soldiers, man, the soldiers are not even sure sometimes what's going on in the government, but they still go out there. They still hop on them planes. They still go to war for us, bro. They go to war for us not knowing if we live under a corrupt government. They can't prove it. They don't know. But they're not fighting for the government. That's the reason. They're fighting for you and I. Because if we don't have a military, we're done. So they can't go on strike. Like you little pansies that be going on strike all the time, trying to make a name for yourselves, trying to bring, you know, the news channels to your street corners, with no real plan of actual change to take place, just begging the white man, the person who oppresses you, begging the oppressor to make change. I don't know why people begging the oppressor. If he's the oppressor and he hates you and this is all his fault, what the hell are you asking him for help for? He's not gonna help you. And if he does do anything that helps you, understand there's another plan behind it. Biden.
And thank you to the truckers, the janitors, and the average people. The ones holding the jobs that will damage your ego.
Facts.
The ones who do the most.
I worked all those jobs. I promise you.
People. The ones holding the jobs that will damage your ego. The ones who do the most and in return they get zero. Screw what anyone says. Y'all are heroes.
Everyday people. They know who they are, they aren't superstars, and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world, they don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes. Heroes.
Too many songs about Xan.
Everyday people
Don't know evil. Y'all are heroes.
Everyday people, they know who they are, they aren't superstars, and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world, they don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes.
They always save the world, but they don't get the girl. Ah! We're talking about who?
Do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world, they don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes. Heroes.
Too many songs about Xanax and faces covered with tattoos.
Facts.
And way too many asses on camera with rap dudes.
Yo, listen to him, bro. Look at his face. Covered in tattoos. He's calling himself out in that aspect, in that regard, right? Because listen, that's just what real men do. That's what real men do at the end of the day. And he got these tattoos real early on, so it's like, I'm pretty sure today he wouldn't have got all these tattoos. But at the end of the day, he is who he is, and his tattoos are, he's wearing his past at the end of the day. That's who he was, and he's not ashamed of it. So that's why he's showing it, you know, tank top and all that. And that's why he's not being hypocritical when he says that. He's saying, yeah, I'm a part of this problem in a sense. Not the Xanax and all that other bullcrap, but faces were covered with tattoos. Look at him. Yo, Tom's a real dude, bro. Tom's a real dude. I'm ready. Boy, I'm ready to. Every day I get so many comments, people be pissing. I'm ready to fight somebody up. I'm like, I don't even know time. Let me calm down. Because I don't even know time. But I'm ready to go off on Joey right in my comment section talking about he's a racist. Why you listening to him for, huh? If you like Eminem, why you like Tom? Huh? If you like Ren, then why would you like Tom? Ren don't like that. Ren wouldn't rock with him. Ren would never collab with Tom. Stop it. Go listen to Upchurch. Anyways, I don't know. People just be saying recklessness in my comment section. But, everyday people. You gotta ignore them.
Too much Gucci, Louis, Prada clothing, trying many songs about Xanax and faces covered with tattoos. And way too many asses on camera with rap dudes.
Facts.
Too much Gucci, Louis, Prada clothing, trying to brand you. I just want to make a song to say thank you.
And then you got these females just out here shaking ass. It's like, yo, y'all got nothing else to offer. You got the dudes talking about popping pills. You got the dudes talking about gang. You got dudes going catching RICO charges. You got dudes talking about, and then you got dudes like Diddy, right? Part of people. Then you got people part of the pirate gang, and they going to Diddy parties dressing all white, coming and leaving the party the next day slippery and slipping all over down the freaking steps, right? They can't even open the doorknob to get out of Diddy's house because it's all oiled up and stuff, and they ain't walking the same no more, and they ain't even talking the same no more. Like, dog, what's going on? Like, then you got dudes representing that, and then you got the females. All they doing is shaking ass. They got nothing else to offer the world. Nothing. Even if they're physical trainers, they're working out. Every angle, shaking ass, showing it. OnlyFans, or whatever the case may be, whatever the hell they're doing, it's just like, yo, you got nothing. And they'll have something crazy as their caption, like, God's favorite angel, or I'm blessed by God. Like, no, you work for the devil. What are you talking about? And you're doing a really good job. She's like, I'm top 10% on the OnlyFans. Yeah, you top 10% on the devil's list. He loves you. He loves you.
Thank you to the paramedics coming at high speed in an ambulance, trying to get someone to breathe at the scene of an accident. Covered in a stranger's blood, trying to bring them back again. Their stress levels always at a maximum. Thank you to the carpenters, mechanics, and the welders and plumbers. Y'all are building all the roofs that we're under.
I don't know about the mechanics, man. They be out here hustling people. They some of these mechanics need to be locked up. Females, do not go to the mechanic shop on your own unless you know about cars, because they are looking at you like a dollar sign. They're ready to get you for all your money. I'm not even gonna lie. Mechanics, I don't know, scandalous. They scandalous. I don't know about the mechanics, but shout out to everybody else. I could do without the mechanics, man. I'm gonna learn how to fix my own car at the end of the day. Like, the kind of money they be trying to get out of you, nah. Tom, I gotta disagree with you on that one, brother.
Stress levels always at a maximum. Thank you to the carpenters, mechanics, and the welders and plumbers. Y'all are building all the roofs that we're under. Swinging hammers in the pouring rain, the snow in the summer. I hope you know that I appreciate your struggle. Thank you to the nurses and doctors fighting for everyone's lives. Y'all don't always find a cure, but I believe that you tried. The guilt of seeing someone who you tried to save die. Don't let it haunt you. Y'all bought them some time. And thank you to the priests and the pastors and the grocery stores.
These freak. Look at it, Hog. No, stop it. Hog Supermarket, yo. Have I been missing cues like this whole time? I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna watch this back on my way to work. I'm gonna watch this reaction back. Dang, I'm spending so much time on this one song. I can't believe. Oh my God. I'm sorry, gang. I'm sorry, family. I love y'all. But like, yo, this is Samantha's fault, bro. She over here requesting this heat. I'm sorry. Freaking Sick Boy had songs she wanted me to do. Like, I can't just skim through time. There's no way. I don't even think we're gonna be. I don't even think we're gonna be able to do another reaction. I'm so sorry, because I'm not fast forwarding through this. I'm not fast forwarding through no time. Absolutely not. But everyday people. Oh, it's 11 months ago. Y'all know I like timestamps. I want to know when certain songs came out. So this is the bag time was just in. Oh, this just in. Lunatics Now, Rani Asylum. Okay. Shout out to Samantha Greenfield. Love you.
Don't let it haunt you. Y'all bought them some time. And thank you to the priests and the pastors and the grocery store clerks. The ones who don't get thanked or paid enough for their work. Probably feel disrespected, and I'm sure that it hurts. But let me tell you, y'all are heroes for sure.
Everyday people, they know who they are. They aren't superstars, and they don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl, but y'all are heroes.
You don't need a mask and a cape. Don't lose sleep wondering if humanity's safe.
Bat time? That ain't bat time, is it? That ain't bat time. Hold on.
You don't need a mask and a cape.
Bedtime!
Don't sleep wondering if humanity's safe. Whoa.
I can't. Whoa. Talk about it.
And you don't gotta fly to the moon. Don't need
Astra time. Astra time.
X-ray sight to see the hero in you.
Whoa. Whoa. Everyday people.
They know who they are. They aren't
Dr. Tom.
superstars, and they don't.
No, Dr. McDonald. Dr. McDaniels. Tom, I'm sorry. Tom be watching my videos. Tom, I'm sorry, my bro. He didn't appreciate when I used to call him Tom McDaniels, but that one slipped out. I don't even know what just happened. You know I rock with you, my boy. My boy Dr. McDonald's.
Don't fight evil. They gotta do the hours with no superpowers. Everyday people don't always save the world. They don't get the girl. But y'all are heroes. Heroes.
Was that Robo Time? What we gonna call that one? We're gonna call that one Robo Time? And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. Yo, I used to really get mad when people used to hang their flags in front of their house. I used to be like, yo, that's today's Confederate flag, bro. Like, why? I used to be like, why you waving that? Like, why you in America with an American flag on the porch? I don't know why that didn't make. That's how liberal I was. That didn't make any sense to me. Today, I'm just like, yo, I want flags everywhere. Not only that, I don't even care if you wave a Confederate flag. I really don't care. I don't care. That's what you grew up on. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't racist, I don't care, because to be honest, technically the actual flag ain't racist, but you know, this is what they told us growing up, man. You're either racist or you're not. Extreme left or extreme right. That's the only way you can be. This is what they told us, man. They had me fooled, y'all. Can y'all believe it? Look at me. Look at me, y'all. Can y'all believe it? They had me. Oh my God. Imagine they had me on their team today. What just happened? This is why I can't stand this chair. I went from 6'2" to 5'6". What just happened? My bad, y'all. I'm on one right now. I ain't gonna lie. Not on one of those. Not on one of those. I'm just on one like, this is what happens when I hear some fire Tom. This is what happens. That's a crunchy ass fry. All right. Chat, what we doing? Manny, I'll be live for an hour. 4 hours later on the same video. I'm sorry. Shoot. But I did tell y'all who to blame, right? I told y'all who to blame. Sam I Am. Blame Sam I Am, you heard? Bad.
Save the world. They don't get the girl. But y'all are heroes.
Y'all are heroes.
Heroes.
Shout out my boy Tom McDonald. Bro, Tom, you a hero, bro. No cap. No cap, bro. Tom a hero. You know why? He's a hero because he's helped people out of depression. He's a hero because he's helped people deal with their addiction. And he's continuing to help people deal with their addiction. He's a hero because he stands for the things we can't stand for. We can stand, we can scream, but we ain't really that loud enough. And he has a megaphone to speak through, right? And he's got a louder voice. And he is regurgitating the things we feel every day and putting it on his huge platform. So these are hero qualities, no superpowers. You feel me? And Tom displays that often. So Tom is a hero. And I don't care who don't like it. I really don't. I don't care. I had an interesting conversation with one of my stands the other night from Patreon. You know what he said, bro? I'm not gonna put him on blast, but you know what he said? Because he hit me up on a private DM. He said, bro, I couldn't stand Tom the whole time he's been out. He said, and this dude's older. He's like my age. He's like 38. He was like, bro, I never liked Tom from the first moment I heard him. This is what he said, right? I'm gonna ask him tomorrow if I can say his name, because I wanna bring him up to the live and have a conversation with him and have him tell us how he went from where he was to where he is today. Point made is this. One of my loyal Patreon members couldn't stand Tom, hated him, and he's a true hip hop fan, and he likes a lot of people. One of my Patreon members, he likes a lot of people. He just can't stand Tom, right? He's a big Eminem fan too, though. So take note to that. because he stayed on my Patreon and he watches my reactions. He said he told me, bro. He said I didn't know who Ren was until you started posting him on the Patreon. He said I love Ren, bro. He said Ren's in my top 5, bro. So somebody he didn't know 3 months ago is now in his, not 3 months ago, but since September, he says ever since I started posting him in September, he said Ren is in his top 5. So that's cool, right? We got a Stan who loves, but that's not a hard transition to make from Stan to Renegade status. He calls himself a Renegade too, bro. He's not calling himself Hawk fam, but he says straight up, he loves Tom. I was like, yo. He said, because of my reaction, and I'm not trying to take credit for it, because I'm just telling you exactly what he said. He said, yo, because I watch your reaction, he said, you made me be unbiased listening to it, because he saw me struggle with Tom a little bit, you feel me? So he was like, he related to the way I listened to it. But he's like, but the way you would bring, and he's liberal too. He told me he's a voting Democrat, whatever, right? But he said, but the way you like show your non-bias towards Tom, he said, I realized I was just being immature about it. His exact words. First of all, the message is like this long. But he was like, yeah, I realized I was being immature about it. He was like, and actually, I agree with a lot of what he says. Not his political stuff. He's like, I don't rock with Trump and all that other stuff. He's like, but outside of that, just as a grown man, listening to another grown man, because we're all around the same age, me, him, and Tom, right? He was like, I can get with it, bro. And he says he loves Tom, actually. I was gonna tell James Whittle about that, because I know James Whittle, he be getting into it with some of the not anymore, because James Whittle said he's gonna lose his cool if he keeps doing that. But James Whittle, he used to go back and forth with the stands on Patreon trying to school them. You know what I'm saying? He be trying. I be trying too, James. I be trying too. But this dude, I think him and James will have a good conversation. I want to bring him up and James up on the live, and we could talk about the transition and all that. And yeah, because he did mention James. By the way, James, he did mention you. But yeah, cool though, man, super fire. But you just gotta open your heart, you gotta open your mind, and you gotta be open-minded, and you gotta be willing to receive a message. Don't worry about it. Ain't about my boy Styles P from LOX Locks. I got the LOX tattoo. But shout out to my boy Styles P, SP the Ghost. SP the gon' fire us out, and I don't talk on the phone just in case of the feds tap. F with me gets gonna turn into I can't rap those lyrics no more. But anyways, my boy Styles P said, don't listen to the messenger, listen to the message. Because he was like, he's a gangster, but he's telling the kids to stay in school. It's like, yo, don't look at what I do. You might look at it as hypocritical, but really, I just live multiple lives, and most of us do. Most of us don't acknowledge it, but we all live in sin, and we all try to be righteous, right? We try to walk the path of righteousness. For those of us with good hearts, right? We try to walk the path of righteousness, but we fall to sin every day. Every day we fall to sin. But anyway, shout out to my boy. Almost said his name. Don't do that. On the next time video, I might, though. I gotta bring him up on the live, y'all. I really do. But yeah, man, isn't that awesome, no, chat? Isn't that awesome? That made me hella happy when he sent me that long message. And I sent him a long message too. And we were going back and forth for a little bit. But yeah, he's a Tom fan. He ain't hog yet, but he said he loves Tom. He said he loves Tom. He said, I went from, all right, he's okay, to like 10 reactions later, okay, this guy's awesome. That proves right there that some people have just been misled. And we shouldn't fault those people who are like trashing our favorite artists. That's why, I don't even get mad at, bro, imagine me. Every time I reference Eminem or something like that on a Tom video, the Hawk fan people, the toxic ones, they get mad, you feel me? And they come at me, but I don't stop. I don't stop reacting to Tom. I'm like, yo, I don't care what you say. I'm unbiased. I could love Eminem, I could love Tom, I could love, NF, I could love Ren, I could love Kendrick, I could love Pac, I could love all these artists. Cube, some of my favorite artists. The Bay Area, I like Bay Area artists. I like Bay rappers. But, I could love my West Coast. I could love all of that. Doesn't mean anything. I don't care what the hell their political views are. But anyways, what up, though, chat? Serena in the chat. Serena's an OG. The most OG. Serena, you in the chat? I just want y'all to know, if Serena's in the chat right now, she is the most OG in the chat. So make sure y'all show respect to Serena. She's the OG. She's been here since June of last year. She's been here for a whole year, actually. She's been here since like June 5th. She was very early on. She was Butterfly something on YouTube. I remember seeing that name every day, commenting on all my Eminem videos. And she's a stan, by the way. I don't know where she stands with Tom. I don't know if she's watching any of my Tom reactions, but I know she's open-minded, and I know that if she listened to some of my reactions, she'd have a different opinion. What up? All right, listen. Let's go to We got time for one more? Dang. I don't know if we got time. Hold on, y'all. Let me look at the list. I don't know if we got time for one more. I don't know if we got time for one more or time for one more. That's hilarious. No, that's not that funny, actually. Manny, why is her wrench gone? Who's wrench? You removed my mod status. I didn't remove your mod status. I never removed anybody's mod status. Did I do that just now? I don't know. I don't know how that happened. No clue. I promise you I didn't do that. That would be crazy. There's no reason why I would do something like that. I give out wrenches. By the end of this year, everybody in here is going to be a mod. The chat's going to be full with just with just blue names. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why your name's not on there. I'll fix it, though. Yo, don't come in here acting like Serena is a blue. I will make her blue right now. I don't know why she. Hey, why does your name say butterflies in it? It usually says Serena. Is this a different? Is this a different? Are you under a different YouTube account right now? Is that what it is? Because it usually says Serena, from what I recall. Now it says butterflies, but I could be wrong. I don't know how I did that. I don't remove anybody's wrench. I would never do that. Let me see if it'll allow. You sure? So nothing's going on with your channel recently? You haven't been I know that if you get any not that you're starting problems, but I know that if you get what's it called? Reports, if people report you, you lose your moderation on YouTube, period, for like a week or something like that. So if you left a comment somewhere, right? Doesn't matter what video, but if you left a comment somewhere and it was against YouTube's policies, or maybe it wasn't and YouTube just thought it was, and somebody sends a report on your comment, you lose. You're not a mod. You're not a mod on anybody's channel. You're not even really active on anybody's channel. Like, it's this weird thing for like a week or something like that. I know that's a thing because I forgot who got. I think it was Pixie. Somebody got it removed, and I added them again. But they said it was because of this 1, 2, and 3. I forget what they said. They told me about that. I never looked into it, but I can't even add you as a mod. It doesn't even give me the option to add you as a mod. Is anybody a mod manager right now? I know Courtney, I think you might be a mod manager. And Ashley's a mod manager. And I think Sick Boy's a mod manager. Are y'all able to add her as a mod? I don't even see the option here. Lose inside? What lose inside? We'll figure it out. Don't worry, we'll figure it out. Janet! What up, Janet? I don't know what's going on, Butterfly. Serena, I promise you, I'm going to the 3 dots next to your name, and I can't. I add as look. I'm gonna show you right now. I can go to Shay right now. Yep, I go to Shay, and under hide user from this channel, it says add as a moderator, standard or manager. And next to Serena's name, it doesn't have that option. But we'll figure it out. I'll look it up. I'll Google it later. Don't worry about it. You know we love you. You know we love you over here. You're in the mod group chat. You're in the mod group chat on Instagram. So you are a mod. You are a mod. I don't know what's going on with that, though. What can I get my free for sober? Sober, we already put out sober. Oh, did you request sober and you want a free reaction for that? Is that what you're saying? All right, I'm getting sidetracked. It's 8:05. I don't think we have time for another one. Yeah, we don't have time for another one. We don't. Yeah, facts, Courtney. The group chat makes it official, not the wrench. But I'm gonna figure that out though. I don't like that. My bad. I didn't even notice it too. Like, seeing her name in white. I didn't even notice it. We'll figure it out. Me and the mods are gonna bump heads. We're gonna figure it out, and we'll get you back on there. But Serena, you missed out what we've been doing. We've been doing this Faces to Names, and you would be awesome for it because you've been rocking with my channel since the beginning. So I want to bring you and Gina on one of these days for Faces to Names. So Faces to Names, Serena, is basically you come up live with me. I send you the link. I put the link in the chat, actually, and you hit the link and you'll join, and we'll talk about your struggles, everything you've been through in life. You introduce yourself to the chat. Everybody gets to put your face to your name. Now we know what you look like. That way we all just we're getting to know each other even further than how we do now. Brian, are you asking about your... We'll figure it out tomorrow, Brian. Don't worry. Brian, you hit me up. Tell me what the reaction is. I trust you. Whatever it is, send me the reaction on Patreon, and we'll do it tomorrow. I'm not sure what you were asking me exactly, but I'm assuming your request was sober, and then you won a reaction, I think, right? You won a freebie, and you're trying to figure out when can you get your freebie played. I should have played it today, but I didn't see any freebies on the list, so that's my mistake. But there were some winners last week, so I slacked off. But I really wanted to do the Ren today because I want to post that tomorrow, and I really wanted to do just some new songs. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow we'll get back to it. No worries. Why is everyone name changed? Right? Is everybody's name changed? Everyone Faces to Names is fun. Yeah, shout out to Shay. Shay's been on Faces to Names twice. Names are different because YouTube updated. Oh, YouTube did. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah, you know what, Serena? That might be why you don't have my. I don't know. I don't know. I actually don't know. I don't know why that would be it. The trouble corner is always the party corner. Oh no! Don't start. Sick boy, cut it out. Yo, listen, don't listen to Sick boy, y'all. She's not YouTube updated, and now it's showing handles. Oh, really? Yeah, because they used to say Samantha Greenfield. Now it says Samantha Hogan, 1885. Nah, but yeah, I don't know what that's about. That's corny. We should be able to put whatever we want. But that's all good. No worries. What was I about to say? Oh, I was going to say, Serena, man, YouTube has been weird all day. Nah, it really has been. I don't know what the hell's going on with YouTube. Well, I think we all know what's going on. Bobby in the chat? Bobby, you see? No, every other one does. Oh, I'm not sure what you're talking about. I'll say you want everybody to see how fine it. What is Serena talking about? I caught that before you deleted it, by the way. Gotcha. Mine is the same. Yeah, Sick Boy, yours is the same. Sick Boys is the same. Come strut, Serena. Yeah, but by the way, Serena, speaking of, Faces to Names is really fun. Honestly, it was way more fun. I didn't know it was gonna be fun. I really wanted it to be fun, but it was actually way more fun than I thought it was. Gonna be. But anyway, we'll be doing that soon. We'll have to figure out when we're gonna do that. I know, right? Yeah, Serena's stupid. All right, y'all, let me get up out of here. Yo, shout out to Samantha Greenfield with that time request. Clutch. Samantha, you get a free request. Before I leave, before I forget. Because as I was listening to the song, I just kept thinking, I'm giving Samantha a free request after this. Oh, my daughter tried busting here just now. But all right, y'all. Love y'all. Love y'all. Love, peace, chicken grease. I got to get up out of here. Album coming at the end of July. I'm shooting a video for Black Republican, ? The video's getting edited right now. My boy Jeremy's working on a video for the inevitable intro. Y'all know what the inevitable intro is. Oh, baby, don't cry. You already know, you already know. Coming soon, coming soon. It's gonna be crazy, y'all. It's gonna be crazy. I hope y'all pull up. Hey, I'm an independent artist too. Y'all gonna have to support me. You feel me? Tomorrow at 3:30.
I'm feeling like a black Republican in a corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood.
I'm not judging them.
Anytime that I'm back in the hood, these race hustlers are never screaming for black lives in our circumferences. Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so they no fathers here, the humble sons. Raised in that place where the hope was thin, where they pack us trauma tight just to cope through it. See, they sell you victimhood, that's how they coach you in. But Jesus sacrificed the goat for you to cope through sin. But I don't vote for the man, I vote for the plan. Policies over politicians, hope you understand. I was liberal in the mind and now I'm literal with the land. And if you ain't with that light, then you brittle in the sand. Slick talk on the left, but it's just rituals and scams. They sell you gender wars and then they ditch you in the land. Never fixed up the famine, never stitched up the pain. Just replace the black father with the check in the brand. Said that I'm
go to emojis, go to emojis.
Cause once you have the word within your burdens, don't bring
get me up out of here with the go to emojis.
Dog, you gotta earn your wins. The straps are by your boots, laces loose is how
let's
we
go.
Tim's. Same rhetoric, fashion became heritage, and culture was religion. Dependent living off benefits. Push out the father instead of just.
Hold on. Y'all not hearing me. Y'all not hearing me. I said, let me see them goat emojis and American flags. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go. Y'all with me?
I'm feeling like a black Republican in a corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood.
I'm not judging them.
Anytime that I'm back in the hood, these race hustlers are never screaming for black lives in our circumferences. Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so they no fathers here, the humble sons. Raised in that place where the hope was thin, where they pack us trauma tight just to cope through it. See, they sell you victimhood, that's how they coach you in. But Jesus sacrificed the goat for you to cope through sin. But I don't vote for the man, I vote for the plan. Policies over politicians, hope you understand. I was liberal in the mind and now I'm literal with the land. And if you ain't with that light, then you brittle in the sand. Slick talk on the left, but it's just rituals and scams. They sell you gender wars and then they ditch you in the land. Never fixed up the famine, never stitched up the pain. Just replace the black father with the check in the brand. Said that I'm conservative, I guess that means I murder scripts. Cause once you have the word within your burdens, don't bring turbulence. You still regurgitate the news, dog, you gotta earn your wins. The straps are by your boots, laces loose is how we wore our Timbs. Same rhetoric, fashion became heritage, and culture was religion. Dependent living off benefits. Push out the father instead of just living celibate. My people's got the highest abortion rate in America. Self-detriment is what we are inheriting. This is embarrassing, just look at Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood, your seeds are never bearing fruit. It didn't pop your cherry, so this ain't your first merry-go. Cold with the chrome and they cloning all they tendencies. Stroll through their homes like it's Rome without no penalties. Known for the smoke later on, they crying let me free. Broke cause we all know the blame, not the enemy. We glorify killers then ignore the consequence. Then we mourn the ones we lost as if we didn't sponsor it. Ain't no fathers in the field, just false providos in a sentence. Accountability is extent, that's why the progress is defenseless. Black Republican in a corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood. I'm not judging them. Anytime that I'm back in the hood, these race hustlers are never screaming for black lives in our circumferences. Black Republican, cause I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. They lock us up so they no fathers here, the humble sons.
Fumble young, then they wonder why we fumble funds. Grew up with a black jungle like a double jumble. Breathing in this oxygen. We wanna crumble young, humble young. New dog was with a yeah, the inevitable Trinity. Coming this summer, the inevitable Trinity. Bangers, y'all. Hey, Bangers. Believe me when I tell you. Believe me when I tell you. Bangers. You hear that beat? Black Republican in the corrupt government. It's time I bring the map to the hood. I'm not judging them anytime that I'm back in the hood. These race hustlers are never screaming for black lives and our circumferences. Black Republican cuss, I won't succumb to them. Refuse to be a puppet, I broke the woke covenant. Lack the love, they want the government to mother them. Then lock us up so there ain't no fathers here to humble sons. I don't wanna be without you. Y'all not ready for that. That's for wifey right there. She not even ready for that. We out of here though. Appreciate y'all for pulling up today. Shout out to everybody who donated and participated. Pull up tomorrow. We're gonna be lit again. We're gonna be lit again tomorrow. Faces to Names coming up this weekend coming up. We got Faces to Names. I'm gonna be going to Chicago for a wedding. So we got me and wifey got business to handle, but at the same time, I'm trying to see if I'm gonna buy a computer and just go live while I'm in Chicago because I'm gonna miss y'all for too long, and I'm thinking about just going live while I'm out there. So yeah, I can't go away for a whole week. We gotta pull up, at least do Faces to Names and go live and see if anybody else, whoever's around, they might want to pop up in a video and say hi. I don't know. We're gonna be around some family. My girl's Anna Marie's best friend's getting married. We're both in the wedding. We're both. Yo, I haven't even met. Her name is Lexi, right? I haven't even met Lexi's husband. His name is Nephis. But I'm in the wedding. I'm literally one of the groomsmen because I got pulled like that. You feel me? Yeah, I got pulled like that. But listen, we in the wedding. It's going to be a beautiful thing. You'll see some pictures. I might post some pictures, me and wifey. And we got a family photo shoot coming up soon. I just set up a family photo shoot for me, wifey, and the baby. That's coming up soon next week as well. That's in Dallas. We got things happening. You feel me? But at the same time, I might have to get me a computer. I might buy me a laptop, and I might have to go live, man. That's how serious I am. Love y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up today, man. Appreciate y'all. See y'all tomorrow, 3:30 p.m. See y'all tomorrow. We're gonna be live for at least 4 hours. We'll get a lot done.